Welcome to day 13 of the 30-day yoga challenge. Today is our Bringing It All Together class, where we take the sequences from the week and revisit them in one complete flow so that you can go back and revisit the things that you've learned. Today is also a Mandala sequence. If you're new to Mandala, it's a style of practice where we travel in a circular or half circular motion. So you won't always be facing the front of the mat, and it's helpful to have the video, if you rely on it, by your side so that you can quickly see for ease if you need that reference. When you are ready, we'll begin in Child's Pose. So you have the option to keep the knees together, or you can have them wide apart. And then just lowering yourself down, easing yourself into position. And we'll start with a steady breath here. Just taking the time to check in with the body. And as best you can to let go of any areas of tightness, anywhere that you may be holding on or clenching. Turn your head to the right and thread the left arm under the right. Option to keep the right arm reaching towards the top of the mat, or you could wrap the arm behind the back. Reach your arms forwards. Turn the head to the left. Thread the right arm, underneath the left. Option to keep the left arm reaching forwards, or you could wrap it behind the back. Reach your arms forwards. And then walk your hands in towards your knees. Lift yourself up to a kneeling position. Rest the hands on your thighs and roll your head to the left shoulder with an inhale. Exhale, roll the head to the right shoulder. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. Keep this going, starting to find that steady breath. If you like, you could find an ujjayi breath, creating that slight constriction at the back of the throat to create that oceanic sounding breath, similar to Darth Vader. Bring the head into neutral, flicker the eyes if they aren't open already. Interlace your fingers, clasp your hands together, start to roll out your wrists. And you can be quite generous here as we're looking to warm them up. You may want to incorporate the arms, maybe the shoulders and the spine. And shake your hands out all together. Come into tabletop, your hands and knees position. With an inhale, dip your belly, arch your spine, gaze forwards. Hold this and send your hips to your heels. Exhale, round your back and ripple forwards like a wave, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, arch your spine, move back. Exhale, round, ripple forwards. Continue moving with your breath. One more inhale and exhale. And coming back into tabletop, open the right knee out to the side and start to circle the leg away from the body. Circling away a few times. And then in towards the body a few times. Lift the knee to the side and extend the leg. Then lower the foot in line with the left knee. Walk your hands over to your right foot. And you can either keep the chest lifted or you could fold towards the right leg. Walk the hands forwards and heel toe your right foot in between your hands. Turn out the back leg to create a kickstand, then windmill your arms up for a modified warrior 2. Inhale here. As you exhale, sink your hips towards your right heel. Inhale to lift, press through the right foot as you lift up. Exhale as you sink, travel forwards. 3 more, move with your breath. The next time you lift up, lower the left hand towards the back of your mat. Reach your right arm overhead, and you can straighten the right leg. Turn your chest open with an inhale, finding a slight back bend if it feels good. As you exhale, gaze down at your left hand, lower right hand next to it. Turn the left leg to face the hands and step to plank. Take a full breath in, pressing the floor away. There's always the option to lower the knees. As you exhale, rock forwards, bend your elbows close to the side of your body as you lower down to chaturanga, slowly going down to the belly. Bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, inhale. And exhale, come back to tabletop. Lift the left knee out to the side. Start to circle the leg away from the body a few times. Then in towards the body a few times. Open the knee out to the side, extend the leg and lower the foot in line with the right knee. Walk the hands to the left foot, and you can either keep the chest lifted or fold forwards. Walk the hands forwards and heel toe the left foot in between the hands. Open out your back leg to create a kickstand. And windmill the arms up for modified warrior 2. Inhale in position. Exhale, send the hips forwards towards the left heel. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower with control. 3 more. Moving in synchronization with your breath. The next time you lift up, place the right hand behind you, left arm reaches overhead, and you can straighten the left leg. Turn your chest open to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, gaze down at your right hand, lower the left hand, and turn to face the front of your mat. Step to plank, pressing the floor away. Hold for an inhale. Always options to modify here. On your exhale, lower down with control through Chaturanga. Bring the forearms to the mat. This time you could take Sphinx or you could take a little twist here by lifting the legs also. Press through the forearms. Then we'll pause a few breaths here. Slowly lower the legs if you lifted them. Bring the hands under the shoulders and press all the way back to down dog. Option 2, paddle out the legs or find any movements that help you settle in here. Look forwards and step the right foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twist open. Exhale here. Inhale, lifting up, keeping the arms in this T shape. Exhale, right arm reaches back to catch your back heel or thereabouts. Left arm lifts up. Inhale in position. Exhale. Come back to that twist, lifting the chest. Keep the arms in a T shape. Then hover your back knee off the mat. Spin around to face the left side and turn your back foot open to come into goddess. Sinking the hips down, cactusing the arms. Turn the right leg in, so you're turning to face the back of your mat, reaching both arms up for high lunge with an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, push the floor away, and step to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga. Come all the way down to your belly. Either taking Sphinx or adding in a twist by lifting the legs. Pausing a few breaths here, so we're really taking the time to work through these back bends. Continue to lift your legs, find your strength here. Lower the legs down, press back to down dog. Hold for a breath in. Exhale out. Step the left foot forwards, lower the back knee down. Inhale, left arm reaches up, twist open to the left. Exhale here. Inhale, lift up, keep the arms in this T shape. And as you exhale, start to lean back. The left hand will reach for the back heel, the right arm will reach up. Inhale in position. Exhale. Inhale to lift back up, staying in that T shape. Then turning to the right, pick up the back knee and open out into goddess. Cactus your arms, sink your hips a little lower. Left foot is turning to face the front of your mat, moving into high lunge. Reach the arms up with an inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, you could find Sphinx or maybe Cobra this time. And exhale back to down dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale out. Lift the right leg high. Inhale, keeping the hips square so the right side is level with the left. Exhale, bring knee to nose or as close as you can as you ripple forwards, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Step the foot in between your hands. It's okay if you need a helping hand. And reach your arms up for high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist and turn to the right side. Right arm reaches back to catch the back leg. And the left arm stays reaching up, lengthening down the left side of the body. Bend the left elbow, bring it to the outside of the right knee. And bring the hands together in prayer. Option to keep the back knee lifted here, or you could lower it down. Look down at your front foot for balance. Step the back foot forwards. Coming into twisted chair. Then lifting your heels lower down into a twisted toe stand. It's okay if you need to use your hands for stability here. Release the twist. Come into a forward fold. Relax chin to chest. Then cross the right ankle over the top of the left. You can slightly bend the right knee, but keep the left leg straight. Then walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. And try to lean your weight to your right side. Walk the hands to the left, then spin on the balls of your feet to turn around to face the back of your mat. Walk your hands forwards to come into downward dog. Lifting the left leg high with an inhale, hips stay square, so left and right side are even. Exhale, bring knee to nose, come forward, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Then step the foot in between the hands. Arms up, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to your left. Left arm will reach back for your back leg and the right arm will stay reaching up, creating length down the right side of your body. Hold for a full breath in. Exhale out. Bend the right elbow, bring it to the outside of the left knee, and bring the hands together in prayer. Option to lower the back knee down. Find a place to focus your gaze, steady your breath. Look down at your front foot, step the back foot forwards to come to twisted chair. Keeping the weight back through the heels, hips are low. Start to lift your heels, keep bending your knees to lower down into a twisted toe stand. And you can either keep hands in prayer or use the hands for stabilizers. Release the twist, fold forwards from here. This time, cross your left leg over your right. Keep a bend in the left knee, but straight in the right leg. Then walk your hands over to the left side and lean your weight into the left side of your body. You're looking to feel a stretch down the outside of the right leg here. Walk the hands to the right side. Spin on the balls of your feet to turn to face the front of your mat. Walk your hands forwards to come back to down dog. And looking to the top of your mat, you could hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Exhale all the breath out in your fold. Then lift your heels, bend your knees, come into a toast stand. Walk your hands to the right side of your body, resting the right knee against the back of the left arm. And sometimes you can use the left elbow just to edge the leg into position. Place your hands by your side, lift your hips, and create a shelf with your arms. This may be as far as you take it, just feeling that transfer of weight into the hands. If you'd like to go further, keep leaning your weight, keep bending your arms. And then see if the feet will lift. Doesn't have to be loads, might be just a little. Challenge yourself. Maybe you stay for a breath, maybe you stay for a few. Lower the feet back down. Turn to face forwards, take rest in your toe stand, either using the hands for support or resting the hands on the thighs, steadying the breath. And walk your hands to the left side. And again, using the right elbow to edge the left leg to the outside of the right arm. Plant your hands, pick up your hips a little and shift your weight into your hands. Remember to bend your arms, similar to chaturanga, so you've got a ledge to balance on. And then it may be that you just practice shifting forwards and back. Maybe you'd like to go one further by lifting the feet a little bit, or maybe challenging yourself and lifting them a lot. Keep your gaze focused on one spot. Continue to shift weight forwards into the hands. Slowly come back to your toe stand. Again, taking a moment to rest. Come back to your breath. And standing all the way up now. Turn side on and step your feet out wide. When I say wide, I mean you don't want to go to your full range, but you want to be on your way. So you still want some room to move into. Then hinge from your hips. Bring your chest level with the ground and hands will reach for the ground here. Start to tilt your pelvis forward, similar to the way it feels when you're doing cow. To continue to arch forwards and slowly edge the feet away. Working your way towards your edge, little by little. When you get to your edge, we'll pause there. You may come down to the forearms. See how the hips are feeling today. Tune into your breath. Slowly use your hands to lift yourself back up. Edge your feet in. It's okay if they feel sensitive. This is normal if the legs are feeling a little shaky. So very gradually edge your legs in. And bring the legs just a little bit wider than hips width. Bend your knees, hold onto opposite forearms, and we'll sway side to side in ragdoll. And turn to face the front of your mat. Step back to down dog. Lifting the heels in down dog. With an inhale, ripple to the top of a high plank. So shoulders stack the wrists. Then bend your knees so that they hover off the mat. Arch your spine. Gaze up and push back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale, ripple forwards. Shoulders come over the wrists. Exhale, knees bend, spine arches, push back, down dog. A few more times, moving with your breath, building a little bit of heat if you can pick up the pace. And the next time you ripple forwards, lower your knees to find tabletop. Keeping your hips over your knees, walk your hands forwards and sink your chest down into puppy pose. You may rest your chin or your forehead on the mat here. And if you would like an extra challenge, tuck your toes and lift the knees so that the legs straighten. Legs are off the mat now. Lower your knees if you lifted them. And then ripple all the way forwards to lie on your belly. Coming into Sphinx. Lifting the left leg. Reach your right arm up. And pause. Press through the left forearm so that you're not sinking into your mat. And try to lift arm and lift leg as high as you can. Slowly lower back down. Give the hips a little wiggle if there's any sensitivity in the lower back. Sometimes this can really help. Then lift the right leg and the left arm, reaching as high as you can. And then release. Give the hips a little wiggle. And come up into a kneeling position. For those with sensitive knees, you may want to place something underneath like I have. And come up into a standing kneeling position, resting the hands at the lower back. Start by rolling your shoulders back so that you open the chest. Keep the hips forwards over the knees. And with an inhale, lift your rib cage up away from your hips and start to arch back. Go slowly with your exhale, just testing the waters, seeing how it feels. If it feels okay, you could tilt your head back. Continue to press the hips forwards. Option to bring hands into prayer at heart center. Option to reach the arms overhead. Find a steady breath. Prioritizing the breath here. Slowly lift yourself back up. The head will lift last. Sit the hips down on the heels and take a moment to pause and be still. Back bends require a lot of energy. They take a lot from us. So we'll take these next few moments just to reset. You can close the eyes if you like. Open the eyes. And I have a few options for you. For those that are low on energy, you can take child's pose. For those that have a little more energy in the tank, you can join me for a headstand practice. And I will offer different options so that you can find what works for you. If you have a sensitive head, I recommend placing something thin that will provide a little bit of a cushion. Doesn't want to be too thick because it will make it difficult to balance. Come into tabletop, hands shoulders width. Then rock forward so your shoulders go past your wrists, like in chaturanga. Bend your elbows, keeping the elbows over the wrists. This can be a little hard to feel, so you can always just look around, see where they are. Then bring the crown of the head down. As soon as your head comes onto the mat, you may feel a lot of weight sinking into the head, so press through your hands so that you distribute that weight between head and hands. Then tuck your toes and lift your hips. And this may be as far as you'd like to go. If so, stay here a couple breaths and then take child's pose. If you'd like to go further, start walking your feet and bringing your hips over your shoulders. Option to stay here. Or option to bring the knees to the backs of the arms. So either resting just above the elbows or maybe further up the triceps. So you're in like a crow with the head on the mat. And if you're quite familiar with headstand, you may want to press up into a tuck position, perhaps even going further than that, experimenting with other positions for the legs. Wherever you find yourself, focus on pressing through the hands so that you take the weight out of the head. Continue to steady your breath. When you're ready to come down, we'll all meet in child's pose. If you've just been in headstand, you might benefit from relaxing the arms by your side to let the shoulders completely relax. Start to slow down your breath as this practice begins to shift gear. And we want to match the breath with the pace of the practice. Gradually lie down on your back. And as you lie down, bend your knees, bring your feet close to the backs of your hips. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. And bring the hands to the back of the right leg. So you'll need to lift the right leg closer to you to make this possible. Hug the legs close to your chest. And pause here. Keep the legs as they are, but release your hands. Let the legs fall to the right side of your body. You can either rest your hands on your belly or open the arms into a T shape. Lift the legs back up. Uncross the left ankle. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Lift the legs in towards your chest. And bring the hands around the back of the left leg. Hug your legs in close as we pause here. Release the hands. Keep the legs as they are. Let them fall to the left side of your body. Hands can rest on the belly or arms can open into a T shape. Release the twist. Extend both legs down the mat and relax your arms by your side.
Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow the wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. Deepen your breath. And bring awareness back to your space. Moving the fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll onto your side. Join me back in a seated position, keeping the eyes closed for now. And taking a deep breath in, lift your shoulders up by your ears. And exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Open the eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I hope that you enjoyed this mandala flow, bringing everything together from the week. I'll see you for the rest of the challenge. Take care. Bye.